the story of making marbles, how marbles come to be. Children.
You have to wait until this ice.
There's already a marble in now.
Okay.
And on this screen you can see it a little bit
You
better.
have to wait until this thing blinks. So it takes a while.
Overview. This is the. So here you see the heartbeat of the marble. So the heartbeat is okay of this marble. And then the measurement starts. So the height, the weight, the rounding, and the Zwiebel factor. That's the little curly thing in the middle. It's called the Zwiebel factor is measured, and then all this comprises to a name of the marble. So this one is called pickle. This one, it's a tough marble, and then it rolls out of the system again. Around this, but I didn't have time to make the. But it's just the. Why? This is the infrared detection box with relays. There's other relays in there. That's the motor function. And here is the motor, just the belt. It's a wooden plate with 3 holes in there. Where one marble can fit in, so you can have a one marble exiting routine in this stuff.
But I would choose, if you have these concepts, make it your own. You know, it's your installation. It's not there are McLuhan ideas and translate them to. No, translation is always interpretation, and you are the one who make this thing. So make it your own. I think the medium as what it does to us, the implication of the technological part of it is important. It's true, but it's also what's on the media. It's a combination of the two, which makes it difficult to analyze.
If you have like a very good movie on television, then okay, then maybe it's really rich and you cannot interpret it well because it's so well. The story is all set. So then you could actually say like, well, it doesn't leave room for anybody else than the story makers. But if you have like the same movie on a different medium, you think then it would be the same experience?
No, the experience may differ, but
so that's actually the medium is
forming
a large
the medium
part.
is movie or film, whatever, and it's shown on an iPhone or in a big screen. So, but it's a combination of a lot of things then we talk about. You can analyze the movie itself, what it does, how it's made. You can analyze Hollywood, for example, because it's from Hollywood, so there are all these powerful structures in Hollywood. Then you can analyze the distribution of the medium, then the production, the distribution, and the reception of the medium, and also the way it's shown. So 3D is different than normal cinema quality. And then, okay, the medium plays a role in that, but it's a role, you know, in the whole big scale. And McLuhan says he's not interested in all the production and distribution and all that kind of stuff, because that's social. These are social issues, and he's not really interested in that. He says that's not really important. It's about the media. So, but I disagree on that. So, but the tactile aspects of medium, that's really interesting, because feeling, touching the medium, it's close, it's nearby. That's interesting, because then it's more on another level, a more subconscious level of interacting with the medium unconsciously. Like it's so close, and then it doesn't matter what it is, but you have to wear it. For example, your phone. It's an extension of our body, you could say, because it's always close to us. So that's interesting. Since the iPhone, we're doing this, or we did before this. So maybe it's more. It's like stroking, it's like really intimate. Yeah, it's really, so we're interacting in a different way with the medium. That's interesting, I think, you know? It's so close to us. It's so much different than and
It's
put the
also
phone and
why also older people find it easier to work with things like the Wii or an iPhone, because it's much more based on senses than just pushing buttons. It's much more difficult to translate your emotions or thoughts to just pushing a button instead of like you have the games with a sort of a maze and you have to roll a ball through it and you just have to do this.
yeah.
And it's a really natural feeling.
Yeah.
You can't do it with buttons.
Yeah, you can ask whether it's natural to sit behind a computer and doing like,
Feel like seamless.
and sometimes with this. But there's a whole world behind that. So for example, I'm watching Facebook now and and all thinking and ideas and everything. But what I'm doing is just that's all I'm doing, really.
Once when I was driving through Cologne, and there was this big shower of clouds, and I couldn't see anything anymore. Like the rain was this information overload, and my windscreen wipers couldn't keep up with it. So this is what I think of when I look at this. So the game is not trying to; it's just driving. You are driving forward and trying to get.
To make it more realistic. Just take a window of a car with wipes and then.
Or maybe a spray installation.
And if you projection to water is very nice. If you take a little colored water, the water drops become little letters that fall into the. It's easy accessible for non-nerd people to understand. Everybody understands rain. Not everybody understands a keyboard.
Relate to their world and to their things they know, to the things.
Clear water?
Doe rood, paars. Nee, blauw, smurf.
Met toch een andere kleur.
En nu heb je een paarse sjaal.
Nee.
Oh, nu heb je een paarse
Short tour through the lab, maybe. Sure. It's this side. This is the lab. I told you about 3 machines. We have a laser cutter. Actually, we have 2 laser cutters, a big one and a small one. We have a milling machine, a big one, behind the glass wall. We have a small milling machine, the Modella. It's in the white box, because sometimes it makes a lot of noise and then we can close it and then it's not so annoying. Here's the vinyl cutter. And it can cut vinyl, stickers, everything. And
So what's this one?
this is a 3D printer.
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually something extra. It can print 3D models. So if you design it in a software program, for example, this shape, you have to design it. The computer slices it in very thin slices, and he prints every slice. So he puts a very thin layer of plaster, and then he prints the section in a sort of glue, like a very breakable plaster. And you can put it in 1 second glue and impregnate it, and it can, like totally 1 second glue, and it gets more solid. You can also impregnate it in another resin, epoxy, or with the new powder, you can spray it with a sort of salt water, and it's very cheap.